So I've been using the Huawei Watch GT4 Steel Edition for a long time and I really like it. In fact, I like Huawei's smartwatches in general. If you see my video review of this, you'll probably know why. But to summarize, they tend to have the best battery life of any smartwatches, which is so important for sleep tracking. You don't need to charge your phone every night or rush to charge it just before you go to sleep. And I also love the design. The Steel Edition looks like a watch that I would buy. So I'm going to talk about all of Huawei's current smartwatches going into next year because they make banging Christmas presents and I really like them. So kicking off with the GT4 Steel Edition, or indeed the green version with the woven strap. These watches are so good. They're really good for the price. They're not the most expensive watches, but they balance everything beautifully from the design through to that battery life. Nice big screen, 1.46 inches with over 300 pixels per inch. Looks really sharp, OLED technology, nice and deep. Always on display works really nicely as well. And you can use an always on display for more than a day because you've got decent battery life here. So while I've been using the 46mm grey stainless steel strap edition, you can also pick it up in black, brown, green with a woven strap. And if you pick up the 41mm option, it's available in white, a Milanese strap, and stainless steel. Now, if you're feeling very festive, you could even pick up the Christmas editions of the GT4. 46mm is a red and brown strap, and the 41mm has a soft blush pink. With great battery life comes great health tracking, and the GT Watch 4 hasn't disappointed in my time with it. The TrueScene 5.5 heart rate monitoring is so good because number one, it's monitoring my heart rate throughout the day. I don't have spots in there where I've taken the watch off to charge every single day like some other smartwatches, and I can go to sleep and not have to stress about whacking it on charge before I hit the hay. It's also really handy to exercise with because it has over 100 workouts on the watch. Me personally, I use the rowing machine, running and free weights options all the time. The GPS locks on really nice and quickly, and I live in a flat which is notoriously difficult to get GPS lock on. Other devices can take a while after I've left the flat, but the GT4 does a really decent job. The kind of person I'd recommend the GT4 to is the kind of person who doesn't really know what they want out of their smartwatch. It sits somewhere between a really great looking fitness tracker in terms of its functionality and battery life. It lasts for ages. And a smartwatch, if you don't necessarily want smarts you're probably not going to use, but do want something that's more capable and much better looking than a fitness tracker. So if you're not really sure what you want from your smartwatch or getting your first smartwatch, that's the kind of person I'd always recommend the GT series to. The range has a lot of range. It starts with the black edition, £229, and that's really clean looking, super sporty. I love it. Goes right through in the 46mm to the steel edition I've got, which is the priciest option, or if you pick up the 41mm option, that is like style incarnate, which I am probably not, but it might be perfect for you. The functionality, however, is really easy to get on board with. No smarts that you probably won't use, loads of smarts that you will, and that incredible battery life. If you do want something that's a little bit smarter, packs eSIM support, so is really nicely connected and also looks a bit more standout, the Huawei Watch 4 Pro could fit the bill. It's also available in a standard Watch 4 variant, and either one has this really nice domed screen. Curved ever so slightly. You only really notice how curved it is when you look at it side on, but it feels really great to swipe across. It's a bigger screen as well, really nice high resolution. subscription, and generally it feels premium. The operating system supports a few more apps as well. And like I said, with eSIM connectivity, you can leave your phone behind, you can go for a run, and you'll still be connected in case of emergency. Or if you want to just have a chat with friends, hook up some earbuds to it via Bluetooth, and you're off. What I also love about the Huawei Watch 4 and Watch 4 Pro is it's kind of like having two devices in one because it has two modes. There's a super smart mode with eSIM support, and there's the more simple mode that's more similar to the GT4 series functionality wise. The battery life of the GT4 also extends to the Watch 4 Pro if you fire up that mode, up to 21 days, and the regular Watch 4 is up to 14 days on a single charge. If you want that super smart mode, 3.5 days on the Watch 4 or 4.5 days on the Watch 4 Pro. But what's really unique to Huawei is they give you that option, and I am here for that. From a health stats point of view, the Watch 4 and Watch 4 Pro are also going to give you the best overview. In fact, in just 60 seconds, you can get a health overview that gives you your heart rate, stress, SpO2, ECG, skin temperature readings, and more. So like I said, out of all of the Huawei watches, if you're going to pick one up for health, then the 4 and 4 Pro are the most complete options. So smarts are the name of the game when it comes to the Huawei Watch GT4 and GT4 Pro. And they're also stylish, obviously. Available in titanium with that metal link strap, brown with a leather strap, or you can pick it up in black or blue. Now, if you like big watches, then the Huawei Watch Ultimate is the biggest of the bunch. It's got a 4.5-inch screen, which is the largest, along with the Watch 4 and Watch 4 Pro. But its styling is so standout. It comes with two straps, metal links, or this more sporty blue alternative. But it's the body of the watch that's really interesting. It's the first smartwatch to use a liquid zirconium base, and it's more resistant to corrosion than stainless steel, and it's actually, despite its heft, its size, its sheer presence and gravitas, it's pretty light. That durability is going to come in really handy when you push it to its limits with diving. This thing can go 100 meters deep, which is pretty terrifying. Just like the Watch 4 and Watch 4 Pro, the Huawei Watch 4 Ultimate has ECG monitoring, and you've got that heart rate, SpO2, really comprehensive with regards to health tracking. The 14-day battery life means you're going to get convenient health tracking for weeks, unlike other smartwatches which are limited to days. And if you enjoy trekking and other activities where you may not have signal, because there is eSIM support on here, then you'll appreciate the expedition mode, which lets you leave digital breadcrumbs effectively matched with the GPS. It's going to basically let you know where you've been so you can always find your way back. So the Huawei Watch Ultimate starts at £699, and it really is a long-term investment with that sapphire glass, that super durable body, and the smart and sporty straps in the box. All of the Huawei watches I've talked about have some really cool features that I use every day. First of all, they all have microphones and speakers on them, so you can Dick Tracy it and Bluetooth receive calls from your phone wherever you are. So if you've left your phone even in another room, the signal is good enough in my experience that you can take a call without it crumbling. What's also great, you can pair a set of Bluetooth headphones to your watch, and that means you can listen to music. Perfect for going out on a run without having to take your phone with you. And if you've got a Huawei phone like the P60 Pro with its incredible camera, then the Huawei Watch series will control the camera, so you can use it as a wireless shutter release for super steady photos and group shots. So I've spoken about these watches quite a lot, but if I had to pick my one absolute favorite thing about all of them, it's the fact they work with Android and iOS, and obviously Huawei phones, so all the major operating systems. That means that for me as a tech reviewer, I can switch phone without having to switch watches. And if you have a work and a personal phone, one's iOS, one's Android, then you can easily do the same. You don't need to reset your watch every time you switch phones. There's a simple disconnect, reconnect function that makes it very convenient. So if you do like the look of these watches, reckon Christmas is around the corner and one of these is right for you or a loved one, make sure you use my discount code linked below and on screen. Hopefully you've enjoyed learning a little bit more about Huawei's watches from 2023 going into 2024. I've certainly enjoyed using them. Have a great day, guys. Bye.